Ja, hallo, herzlich willkommen zu Smackdown vs. Raw 2007 Story Mode. Was geht hier vor? Was ist los mit Shelton Benjamin? Chris Masters 2 bis 3 Wochen verletzt. Das heißt, auf seine Hilfe kann man hier nicht zählen.
Hey man, no hard feelings about last week, huh? Sorry I had to put you down like that, but business is business. Kurt Angle brought me into the WWE and someday I'm gonna be WWE champion, just like him. But until then, I got a lot more to gain by watching his back and having him watch mine. And since you probably want a piece of me now, that's exactly what he'll be doing for me when I get you in a no DQ match tonight. So let me ask you something. Who's watching your back?
Das ist hart, ein new no DQ Match. Schauen wir mal kurz in den Locker Room wieder mal so lange, ob es da irgendwas gibt. Ob man da irgendwas machen kann. Locker Room. Ah. Okay. Das ist für ein Created Superstar. Na gut ist. Dann kann man da eh nichts machen. Und die Week beginnen wir jetzt.
New England welcome from Portland, Maine. This is good old JR, Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Lawler.
I've never seen a crowd so fired up, JR. They can't wait to get started, and neither can I.
That makes two of us, King. I don't think Portland's going to know what hit it after tonight.
You can't blame the superstars for looking under the ring for weapons. Anything you find under there can be a huge help.
Good grief! I don't care how tough you are. A chair shot is a chair shot.
And you can't take too many of those and expect to continue.
Oh.
How can Shawn Michaels
Ja,
keep
das war die
calling himself the
Retourkutsche.
Heartbreak Kid? Does he really think he's still breaking hearts at his age?
King, I'm sorely tempted to say something about the pot and the kettle. But instead, I'll say that I think Shawn Michaels is like a fine wine. He's only improved with age.
Oh, man! Did you hear that chair shot, JR?
I'd be surprised if there was a single person in this arena who didn't, King. Look at Shawn Michaels. The future Hall of Famer has overcome so much adversity in his life.
Alter.
But the heartbreak
Tut er das jedes Mal auskontern?
than anyone I've ever seen in this business.
You know,
Alter.
JR, HBK might be a living legend and all, but I wish he'd just keep
Wer hat die Stuhlschläge abgekriegt, Alter?
He's never met a microphone he didn't like.
Michaels has impressed me more times than I can count. Even you have to admit that he's done a lot for this business.
Yeah, and the business has done a lot for him. Michaels tries to come off as a goody two-shoes, but when it comes right down to it, he's as much of an egotist as anyone else in the business. I think it's pretty obvious which way this one's gonna go, JR.
Well, from my perspective, this is still anybody's match.
I'd like to see things from your perspective, JR, but I'd have to get my head out of my rear end first.
And Lord knows it's been up there for so long, that that would be no easy feat.
He saw that one coming.
A textbook reversal there. That went nowhere. He might be
So,
picking up one of
aber
his
jetzt.
favorite tunes.
No! Sweet chin music! I don't believe it! I've got to say, JR, I'm really impressed by what we've seen here tonight.
How could you? He went straight for the pin. No flies on him.
Da hat wirklich keiner eingegriffen. Alter! Das habe ich mir schon erwartet. Bei No DQ-Match, dass da der Kurt Angle eingreift. Sicher. 100%ig. Unglaublich. Tut er nicht.
There goes Benjamin, right into Angle.
Das ist meine Ansage.
Kurt Angle doesn't want any part of the #1 contender tonight, but the feeling certainly isn't mutual.
Well, contender or not, he better be careful what he wishes for. He might wind up getting more of Kurt Angle than he can handle at Vengeance.
So, Vengeance. Da habe ich echt geglaubt, dass der eingreift. Oder dass das Match dann irgendwann abgebrochen wird, quasi mit einer Sequenz und zum Gunsten von Shelton Benjamin in eine Grafik kommt, wo ich fertig gemacht werde. Aber wir sind jetzt hier bei Vengeance. Wo es hier um den Titel geht.
There's a hole you don't want to find yourself in, JR.
You sure don't, King. We've seen many a superstar tap out to this one.
I've been looking forward to this match all night, JR. I can't believe it's finally underway.
This has been a hotly anticipated contest. And as far as I'm concerned, it's
Ah,
we're
das wollte
looking
ich
at a
nicht.
pinfall here, folks. Look at Shawn Michaels, the future Hall of Famer,
Oh.
has overcome so much adversity in his career. But the Heartbreak Kid's got more heart than anyone I've ever seen in this business.
You know, JR, HBK might be a living legend and all, but I wish he'd just keep his mouth shut and let his actions in the ring speak for him. He's never met a microphone he didn't like.
Michaels has impressed me more times than I can count, King. Even you have.
Na,
There's the pin.
schon wieder falsch.
These superstars are putting on a great match so far, JR. But if they
Alter.
Straight for the pin. No prize on him.
You gotta respect the commitment and the dedication of these superstars to their careers.
No question about it, King. Every superstar on the roster has had to make more
So, bisschen
sacrifices
Gegenwehr mal.
than any other professional.
Oh!
Oh boy, this is not going to be an easy hole to escape from.
It sure isn't, JR. I've been on the wrong end of that one many times.
Ui, 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 ui.
Crowd's giving these superstars a piece of their minds, King.
Are you sure they can afford it, JR?
What a reversal.
Jetzt ist Angle angekommen. Oder?
He countered that and made it look easy.
After some of the things we've seen in this ring, JR, I think we'd better remind the folks at home not to try this stuff themselves.
That's for damn sure, King. The WWE superstars are trained professionals.
And even they don't walk away from every
Oh,
match
yeah,
in
yeah.
the best shape.
They sure don't. We've seen more than one superstar taken out of here on a stretcher.
It's like he read his opponent's mind.
Oh, oh, oh.
This is going beyond just being a match, JR. I think these superstars genuinely hate each other.
There's no love lost between these competitors, that's for sure. If looks could kill, somebody would be pushing up daisies right now.
And you've got to admit, that makes for a much more interesting match, JR.
It sure does. But I just hope these superstars can settle their
Whoa, 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 whoa.
differences in the ring Sounds like this crowd's got something on their minds, King.
Who cares about them, JR? Look what's going on in the ring.
What a submission hold! Could this be a tap out?
It isn't. The hold can't be broken. You can't take this kind of pain for long.
Ja, Submission kann er.
These superstars are going to put each other through wrestling.
Oh, das hat gekostet.
They've already got a pretty good start on that, JR.
They have them.
Und das finde ich cool, dass man den gestorten, uncool, dass man den gestorten Finisher verliert. Ah, scheiße.
I can understand why, King. I can't even imagine the pain being inflicted here.
Oh ja, da komme ich da überhaupt noch mal raus.
I've got to say, JR, I'm really impressed by what we've seen here tonight.
How could you not be? These are some of the finest.
Bist du deppert, jetzt gibt er Gas. Bist du deppert, Alter.
I know that, JR. I'm just saying that this has been a great match so far.
It has indeed, King. And I think it's only going
Da
to
steht
get
jetzt überhaupt
better
nicht mehr auf,
from here
Alter.
on out.
Alter.
Boy, when you look at these superstars, it really drives home the fact that Raw is the dominant brand of sports entertainment.
Oh, there's no doubt about that, JR. There's not a superstar on the Smackdown roster who could hold a candle to Raw's finest.
I wouldn't go that far, King. There are quite a few Smackdown superstars who I'd love to have on this.
This is a mistake, JR. Everyone knows that overconfidence costs superstars matches.
That might be true, King, but all I see is a very confident superstar who's got everything going his way.
Oh.
I think I know who's going to win this one, JR.
Oh, can his opponent pick out of this pitting predicament?
Alter.
Did you ever think you'd be watching these superstars compete against each other here tonight, JR?
I had a feeling their paths were going to cross sooner or later, and I'm glad I'm here to see it.
Me too. It almost makes it worth having to sit next to you and listen to those corny expressions of yours. What the heck is a government mule anyway?
We're in the middle of a slobber knock, and if you don't have the guts to stick around, you might run like a scalded dog with a case of the limber tape.
All right, enough. I'm getting a translator before I have to come out here with you again. So, JR.
Oh. Alter. Out of nowhere. Out of nowhere war das.
We could have a pinfall here, JR.
Ah. Ankle slam out of nowhere.
Here's your winner, Kurt Angle.
Ja, war der bessere. Halt. Ja, da wird drin stehen, dass Kurt Angle erfolgreich den Titel verteidigt hat. Ja. Ja. So ist es. So, mal schauen, was jetzt ansteht. Es heißt ja nach vorne schauen. Okay, Edge hat mit Candice Michelle einen Vertrag abgeschlossen, dass sie ihn managt. Schön. Und gegen jenen welchen Edge werden wir jetzt hier antreten.
Is live tonight from Oakland, California. I'm Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Law.
I've never seen a hotter crowd, JR. These Oakland fans are completely out of control. This is going to be great.
You're not wrong, King. The Bay Area's always been a hot spot for the superstars of Raw, and tonight is no exception. I tell you, King, sometimes I get exhausted just watching these superstars compete.
I know what you mean, JR. I don't think most people appreciate what incredible athletes these WWE superstars really are.
You've got to have some excellent conditioning to be able to do what they do.
Well, that's the name of the game, JR.
So, da wird noch am Anfang ein bisschen vermöbelt.
Oh, that's a lovely image, King. I'd ask you where you come up with this stuff, but I don't think I want to know, quite frankly.
Oh.
I've got to say, JR, I'm really impressed by what we've seen here tonight.
How could you not be, King? These are some of the finest athletes in all of sports entertainment.
I know that, JR. I'm just saying that this has been a great match so far.
It has indeed, King, and I think it's only going to get better.
Die Alte will mir nicht hauen, Alter.
How can Shawn Michaels keep calling himself the Heartbreak Kid? Does he really think he's still at his age?
King, I'm sorely tempted to say something about the pot and the kettle, but instead, I'll say that I think Shawn Michaels, excellent counter. What ring presence.
Ja.
This capacity crowd is solidly behind their oh no.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh! What a spear!
Das wird jetzt eine Niederlagenserie. Scheiß die Wand an.
He's all fired up now, King, and I'd hate to be on the receiving end.
I don't think his opponent's got a hope of hurting him now. Oh, sure. Now the fans start to cheer for him. Now that he's in the driver's seat.
Come on, King. He's had the crowd
Oh, come
behind
on.
him all match, and now it's paying off.
Uh-oh. Come on. You got to stop this guy before he really gets going.
I don't think that's going to happen, King. He's built up too much momentum to be stopped now.
I'm so happy that we have a superstar like Edge on the Raw roster. Someone who sets goals for himself and doesn't let anything stop him from reaching them.
Da bringe ich nichts zusammen in dem Match.
Oh, he's a terrific role model, all right. Edge is a real humanitarian. A guy who would just as soon sell you out.
Nichts. Nichts, nichts.
Talking about, JR? That's just a nasty rumor spread by people who wanted to be in Edge's league but couldn't keep up with it.
Oh.
Look at him feeding off the energy from this capacity
Weiter.
crowd. He's unstoppable.
You can't ever count on these fans, JR. They're fickle.
Zerlegen tut er mich. Bist du deppert, der zerlegt mich. Das soll normales Level sein, das frage ich mich manches Mal.
A reversal. Can he capitalize on?
He's going up. But what's he gonna do when he gets there?
Das war dumm.
I've been looking forward to this match all night, JR. I can't believe it's finally
Jetzt legt er mich hin.
JR.
Ja, zum Finisher.
And we ain't talking Brittany.
Ich lege mir schon Kontrolle aus der Hand.
Look at this. Look at this. You talk about a house of fire. You're seeing it right here.
Yeah? Well, somebody better put out that fire, or this one's not gonna end well.
Can his opponent kick out of this?
Ich glaube, da geht nichts mehr. Nein. Und das wird aber auch abgebrochen. Oh. Was ist jetzt los?
Here Do I love watching her go? Did you see that? Candace just hit him with her cute little plastic wand.
Plastic wand, my sooner backside. That shot dropped in like a sack of spuds. And the wand's got to be loaded with something.
So much for Candace not being an advantage for Edge. Well, she practically won the match for him.
Yeah, with the help of whatever that wand was loaded with, he's still not moving.
Ja, kurios. Und mit dieser Folge werden wir hier beenden, das heutige Let's Play, also mit diesem Match. Ich bin der FunGamer,